got to get my terminology right, co-captain, but certainly for the first game, captain with Dylan out. How are you approaching that role, Owen? Does it change you as a player in any way?
Not too much, I don't think. I think we're very lucky in the squad that we've got. We've got a lot of leaders, a strong leadership group, and a lot of other people that lead the team in their own ways as well. So I think it's important for us when we get together today to make sure that we gel as soon as possible on and off the pitch.
In terms of as soon as possible, you faced the Green Slam champions in the opening round. In terms of your combative side that you have, how are the boys relishing that challenge?
Yeah, as I said, we only meet up today, so we'll definitely be looking forward to the game. But we need to get our preparation right. We're looking forward to getting out to Portugal this afternoon and really ripping into preparing well to feel confident for the game, because we need to make sure we're right at our best.
And without undermining it, the strapping doesn't suggest a major operation. Is the hand okay?
No, yeah, it's fine. Little one.
Good.
Guilhem, so there were some strong performances from France last year. Who would you say are the key players for you this season, and also the ones that are going to sprinkle that French magical dust on the field for us?
Effectivement, on va essayer de remonter le niveau et de faire encore mieux qu'on l'avait fait la saison précédente. On sait que pour nous c'est une année impaire, donc ça va être compliqué de se déplacer 3 fois, mais on va se préparer surtout à bien commencer ce premier match contre le Pays de Galles vendredi prochain. Et on espère que ce qu'on a pu entrevoir sur la tournée d'automne va nous permettre de retrouver la confiance pour bien commencer ce premier match.
I don't want to offend the translating you.
No, you won't offend me, but if you push me to go ahead, I will, yes? Yeah, just to say, well, we hope to do better. Of course, this year, 2019, is an odd year. And when I say odd, I don't mean in the sense of bizarre. I mean that it's not an even year, and that means that we play away on 3 occasions. And our focus has to be on our first game, Friday week against Wales. Everything that was good about the autumn internationals, we have to make sure that we reproduce those things and indeed do even better.
Rory, in terms of Ireland, it's not the first time you'll enter this tournament as favourites, but in a World Cup year, is there any baggage there, or is it all upside being ranked as the top dog?
I think it's something that we're not necessarily focusing on, favourites. I think that's something that is external to the group. And we met up on Sunday night and we just basically talked about making sure that we prepare well. Over the last number of years, and our good performances have come whenever we've had really good preparation, and I think on Saturday week it's going to be no different. I think to beat a very strong English team, we're going to have to prepare well, because we know we're going to have to play very well.
In terms of the great sides that have been in this tournament, there hasn't been a team that's gone back-to-back since 2000, so why can your fans feel confident that Ireland can achieve something so rare?
I think it's going to be a massive challenge. I think that there's a reason that with so many great teams throughout the tournament that you have to go right back to 2000 to get that, and that's because it's very hard to do. Grand Slams itself are very hard to do, but I think for us it is always about making sure that we're right to go. It's very boring and it's a bit cliched, but we need to make sure that we prepare well and take every game as it comes. And I think there's no greater game to start a tournament with to sharpen the mind than England.
Sergio, in round 1, you are set to become the player with the most amount of appearances in Guinness Six Nations history, taking over the one and only Brian O'Driscoll. In terms of what it takes to be able to perform that many times, what have you done, but also what is special about the Six Nations in terms of bringing performances from players year on year?
Well, I'm really lucky to play since a few years with the Italian team and be part of this tournament, and I'm really proud of it. But I don't like too much to talk about the past and what I did. Or I just want to focus on the present, and obviously personally, it doesn't matter how many games you play. Every single year you'll be judged for your last game. It doesn't matter if you play well the last game, you be judged for your next game. So personally, I'm really looking forward, really exciting to start this Guinness Six Nations, and I'm really looking forward to start with a good performance and against Scotland away. So it's going to be tough like every year, but we want to honor the competition, honor the jersey, and put the best performance every single game.
And will we see any new Italian tricks this championships?
No, it's just, you think if you're talking about the game against England, yeah. No,
Il Volpe.
People think, no, it's, we want to try to focus in ourselves and playing our best game. We're not here to just talking about tricks or whatever, but just trying to do the simple things well, and trying especially to have the good mental approach, because we show the whole world that we can be competitive. There's not enough, we're not happy just to be competitive, we want to target and achieve wins, but we are a team that we have to have a good mental approach, more than 100% to beat all these big nations on the championship.
Thank you.
Greig, in terms of Scotland, on a bit of a roll, two sides in the quarter-final of Europe, BT Murrayfield becoming a fortress. Is it easy to put a finger on what's changed under Gregor?
I think it's been slowly progressing, to be honest. Well, over the years, I think you've seen the steady sort of increase in our performance, and I think this year in particular, I think it's tremendous that the pro teams are both doing really well in Europe and both into the quarter-finals. And but we've had confidence before, and we've come unstuck, especially last season in the first game of the championship. We were dusted up down in Wales, so that's something we're very wary of. Confidence and people talking you up or whatever, that takes you so far. You've got to go out and perform. That's something we're working hard towards this season, and Sergio touched upon it. We play these guys first up. It's going to be a tough game, and Italy always proved to be a tough game for Scotland, and history will show us that. So we're preparing well for the first game, training hard, and just keeping our heads down and keeping things within our little circle.
For those of us in the room with a few grey hairs, 1990, David Soul walking out, that incredible performance, that crowd. Murrayfield seems to be just coming alive again with the quality of rugby they're watching.
Yeah, I think we've really reconnected with our people back up in Scotland, which is awesome for us as within the team to see. We've sold out 14 of the last test matches now, which is brilliant, and they're all selling out quicker and quicker. And for us to see that, to hear that through the media, through the coaches and stuff coming back to us, it just gives us that sense of a real connection with our people and real pride as well. And we've got a good record going up at BT Murrayfield now, and that's something we want to progress and build on top.
Alun, after a hugely successful autumn series, you look like you're going into the championships in a really great place. You've got some really good home fixtures, and including Super Saturday. So what does success look like for you and Wales in the Guinness Six Nations?
I think you've got to look back a little bit before you look forward. I think we've got strength and depth now, something probably we haven't had in the past. I think if we can get a good result in that first game, we've got our foot in the door, and then anything can happen from there. We've got a squad that will get healthier through the competition, so that's a positive in itself. You look at the fixtures before you go into the game, and people are always raising eyebrows at what games are happening when. We'd like to be part of a big occasion at the end of this competition, and we feel we've got the people to do it.
And from a Guinness Six Nations perspective, we'll bid farewell to Warren at the end of this championships. How do you sum up the legacy that he has left and contributed to Welsh and European rugby?
There's been a lot of romantic things said about Gats today, but it's going to be business as usual. There's going to be no cakes and candles at the end of the Six Nations because there's a big season. But he's been uncompromising in his approach to asking as much as possible from his players, and it's the biggest mark respect you can give as a player is to perform for your coach, and that's what we'll focus on.
Thank you, and join me in saying thank you to all our captains.